Am I audible clearly and my screen is visible? Can you please confirm? Okay. Shall we start? I think we were about to start schedule 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Schedule 3 is nothing but your negative list. Negative list means the following supplies are not taxable. Okay. Schedule 3 states it's the negative list. Schedule 1, without consideration, 4 activities or 4 supplies they are mentioned. Without consideration also, if you receive them, or sorry, if you provide those services without consideration also, that becomes taxable. Schedule 2, they have given some list of activities and they clearly bifurcated which one is service, which one is goods. Okay. Schedule 3 states the negative list. I think around 8 to 10 to 12 items are there, negative list. It's easy to remember also. If the question frames giving these services in the question along with other taxable services, please use your brain, apply the logic whether it falls under negative list. If so, don't put it in the taxable amount column, the amount whatever they mention in the question. Okay. Example. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was not able to hear what you just said all along, sir. That's why I had to leave and join again. I'm sorry.
Okay. There are 3 schedules. Schedule 1 is the activities which are mentioned in Schedule 1, though you have not received any consideration, that becomes taxable. There were 4. Can anyone recall those? One is transfer of business assets on which input tax credit has been availed. Second one, import of services. Import of services from a distinct or related person in the course or furtherance of business. Third one, employer providing any gift to any employees if that gift value in a year per employee exceeds 50,000, that is also taxable. Fourth one, principal to agent, agent to principals, any stock transfer happens, in that case that will be treated as supply. Though there is no consideration, that transaction will be levied to GST. In Schedule 2, we have seen certain activities clearly mentioned it falls under it should be treated as goods, supply of goods. Some activities it should be treated as services. If in the examination, if they give, please identify following activities as service or goods. You need to apply certain tests. One is there any tangible part of the activities there? Tangible means which you can see, feel, touch, like that. Tangible. Like building, furniture, stock. Stock could be anything which you can see and touch. And there is a transfer of title in goods is happening. If yes, that should be treated as supply of goods. If fall under those, it should be treated as services. And in Schedule 3, they are given few list of activities which is not at all liable to GST. Quite very simple, straightforward. In day-to-day life also we will be seeing many things. Just we need to apply that. In examination, if at all, they want you to calculate taxable value of supply, and I am just giving some example. They give 10 activities. Out of these 10 activities, you need to find out what is the value of taxable supply. Value of taxable supply, if they ask. They give some items. In this item, it could be Schedule 1 item, Schedule 2 items also there, Schedule 3 items may also be there. Don't consider this Schedule 3 item to the value of supply because it is exempted. It is not at all taxable. That we are going to learn now. Okay. See, page number 632. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Schedule 3, activities or transactions which shall be treated neither as a supply of goods nor a supply of services. That means it will not be supply. It is neither supply of goods nor supply of services. They are given the same thing again. Okay. First one, services by an employee to the employer in the course of employment. Example, you join an employment. When you are getting the salary, that will be employer-employee relationship establishes. Then whatever the job you do for the salary, that is exempted in GST. That is not taxable. Don't get confused with the Schedule 1 item where employer provides any gift. Here, you, employee, is rendering services. Both are different. Are you guys getting no point? That one is employer providing gift, Schedule 1. Schedule 3, employee is providing services in the form of work, job, employment. That is exempted. Okay. Second one, any service provided by court or tribunal. That means if the court or tribunal passes any order, hears any case, that is not taxable under GST. Understanding? Third one, any functions performed by member of parliament, MLAs, panchayat members to the public, that is not at all taxable. Will any MP, MLAs do the service to the public?
The circumstances.
Who is this?
That was me, Sir Malini.
Lawyer speaking the truth. They do. Not all politicians are good, not all politicians are corrupted. Okay? They do the service like building the highways, bridges, many things. Whatever they are doing to the general public is not the service. it is exempted. That means they cannot collect GST for that. Okay. Likewise, any duties performed by the officials who are appointed through law, those services are also exempted. How many have learned? We have learned 3. One is employee to employer, first one. Second one, what is the second one?
Court providing services.
Who?
Court passing an order is not considered
Court,
services.
tribunal passing the judgment, that is not the service. Third one, MP, MLA, panchayat members, those persons providing the services, or any person holding the position in the governmental post, that is not taxable. Fifth one, funeral services, burial, crematorium, mortuary services, including the transportation of deceased. That means, I think you guys might have seen, no, ambulance also, private ambulances will come, and private the deceased person they carry to the burial ground. Those services, though it is private, may not be related to government or any hospital, still that is exempt. Easily you can relate all these things. Okay. Next one, land, sale of land and building. We have seen the other part. Before the completion certificate is issued, or first occupancy, whichever is high, whichever is earlier, if any part of the consideration is received before these two events, any of these two events, then that becomes service. If any part or full consideration is received after the completion service or first occupancy, after the completion service certificate is received or before the first occupancy, in that case it is not liable to GST. You guys need to have the clear understanding between this one and that one, which we learned in the previous class. Okay. Any actionable claims other than lottery, betting and gambling, all other actionable claims are exempted. Lottery, betting and gambling are taxable. Okay. Next. This one you need to understand. Okay. You may get question on this. Supply of goods from a place in the non-taxable territory. Non-taxable territory means what? Outside India. Entire India is the taxable territory. Okay. To another place in the non-taxable territory. That means out of India, from one place to another place, without entering into the Indian territory, the goods is supplied between those two. It is not taxable in India. Have you guys understood here?
Could you please repeat that, sir?
Assume that one UK customer approach you to supply some of the goods, and you know that goods is available in US. You call the US customer, US supplier, and you told him that these many goods I required. Can you please ship it to UK company? They agreed. This shipment happened from US to UK. It did not enter into any Indian territory or Indian customs water. from US to UK, it went there itself. It did not routed through India. That transaction is not taxable in India. Though the facilitation happened from India, it is not taxable in India. Understood? Please remember this one. You might get question on this.
I had some doubts.
Yeah.
Sir, if suppose a ship or aeroplane passes India, whether any tax applicable?
Yes, if it passes through Indian air, India means what? Land mass, territorial waters extend up to 212 nautical miles, and the airspace including the land mass and territorial waters. If plane passes through Indian territory, then it becomes taxable. Okay. But it is hard to prove. In that ship, in that flight only, how can you tell that goods has gone? The burden of proof on the department. Sometimes the burden of proof will be on the assessee at sometimes. Okay, depending on the situation. Next, this one also important. Supply of warehouse goods to any person before clearance for home consumption. Okay. You have imported some goods from US. It is stored in warehouse of customs. It is stored, the goods has been stored in the customs warehouse. One person from either India or outside India wants to buy the same goods. Assume that you have imported 1,000 laptops from US. Any person from India or outside India wants to buy. You will transfer the document belonging to you to that person and you receive the consideration. You haven't removed that goods for the home consumption. Home consumption means what? Which can be used in the Indian territory or within India. Which can be used. That is called as home consumption. But how you will use? By paying customs duty, you remove the goods from the customs. Then it becomes Indian goods. Once you pay the tax, that goods belongs to you. Once that goods belongs to you, if you make any sales or supply of the same goods, it will be liable to GST. You haven't paid the tax. You transfers the document in their favor. I mean to say endorses in their favor. In their favor means what? The person who wants to buy the goods. They take those documents to the customs house, customs officer. They pay tax, the appropriate tax, and they releases the goods from the customs warehouse. The transaction between you and that person is not taxable. Understood?
Sir, that is not considered as sales, sir, from me to that person.
Yes. That is not considered as supply.
Okay,
We
sir.
never use the word sale normally. Only for our understanding, I will be using sale at times, but we should not use the word sale. In entire GST, the GST stands with the word supply. Supply is broader meaning compared to sales.
Okay, sir.
Okay? In that case, that transaction between you and that person, recipient of the document, are not treated as supply. He can be sell the same document to another person, then also it is not supply. Until and unless tax is paid to the customs, n number of times it can be transferred documents. Okay, understood? How many we have seen? Can anyone recall? Eight. Eight. What are those? Employer, employee, court or tribunal, MP, MLA. Third one, fourth one, funeral services. Fifth one, sale of immovable property before its completion. Sixth one, seventh one,
Actionable claim, except
actionable claim.
lottery.
7, except lottery, gambling, betting. 8A, transfer from non-taxable territory to another non-taxable territory the goods without entering into territory of India. 8A, 8B, like that. Okay. Next one. See here, they are given. Just we will see. Lido Limited imported chocolates and fill into bond bill of entry for storage of chocolates in customs bonded warehouse. While the goods were still in warehouse, Lido Limited sold such chocolates to Mido Limited. Finally, Mido Limited will ex-bond, means they pay the tax and they releases the goods. Ex-bond bill of entry and cleared such chocolate for home consumption. In this situation, the sale transaction between Lido and Mido is not treated as supply. Are you guys understood? Yes? No?
Yes, sir.
This is what I mentioned also. Before it is released for home consumption, if the document means it is the title in goods transferred, that will not be treated as supply. Supply of goods by the consignee to any other person by endorsement of document, the same thing. It's almost same. All these three are one and the same. Okay. Now I'll just show. See. This is what we learned now. For that shortcut, bench flag. Bench flag means B means bond to bond transfer. Customs warehouse, last one 8B visa no Mido Lido, that one. If the goods are not cleared for home consumption, before it is cleared for home consumption, if the document is transferred or sold to another person, that will not be liable for GST. That is one. B. E means employer-employee relationship. BE. N means non-taxable territory, US to UK. The transaction, whatever happens, that is not taxable. C means court or tribunal. H means high sea sales. High sea sale means this is also the same thing like this one. Before it enters into customs Indian territorial waters, before that only you sell the goods. That is also not taxable. F means funeral burial. L means land and building. A means actionable claims. G means government officials. Okay. Bench flag. Please remember all these words. Shortcut. What do you call? Synopsis or mnemonic. Whatever name we call it as. Please keep this in mind. I will give so many things in this subject. There are many. You have to remember all those short names. For that, you need to know the expansion also. Okay? How many schedules were there?
So I have a question. So,
I'm not able to hear
like
you.
when we're writing an exam, if they ask us for everything and we don't write sections.
Sections is, to be honest, not required.
Yeah.
But
Okay, but sir, if we are not writing, then we can write it in any order.
Yes. See, this is not the section. I mean to say, this is all.
Yeah.
You are not expected to write the
Yes.
sections. Okay, and it is not that easy to remember.
Okay.
There are so many sections are there. But you need to remember schedules. Schedule 1 means what? Schedule 2 means what? Schedule 3 means what? And few sections, if you remember, that becomes very important. Like 7 is levy. 7 means what?
Additional.
Supply. Concept
Okay.
of supply. 7.
Okay.
9 levy. 10, 11, 12, 13 like that. But the same sections overlap with the CGST and IGST Act, but IGST will be having the different heading. CGST is different one. It deals with different things. You have to be very careful which act we are referring to. Okay, as far as possible, please try to remember few sections. Of course, you have to. Like in ITC, you have to remember. In registration, you have to remember few things. You have to remember few sections by default. I would not advise you guys to write the sections unless you are 100% confident that this section deals with this. Otherwise, most of the law graduates know what would be the impact. You unnecessarily lose marks. And we are all very critical. We don't mind not writing the section, but writing the wrong section, it impact hugely. Okay. Done. Here they given. Mr. Akshay dealer sells washing machine. Does it falls under supply? Obviously yes. Right? Which schedule? It is not the schedule. It is section 71A, first one. All forms of supply. In that it falls. Mr. Ram, an unregistered person, wants to do MBA abroad. He takes education consulting services. Education consulting services from a UK-based consultant for rupees 10,000. Import of service for a consideration, even if it is for personal. That means even if it is not in the course or furtherance of business, it is taxable. Like accessing YouTube server. Even if you use it for personal, it is taxable. Now, if you have paid the consideration, the same logic you need to apply for this. They are given, see, so many things. Please solve it, all these things. Okay? Next one. Mark this one as important. Definitely for new scheme, you will get minimum 6 to 8 marks question on this. For the old scheme, minimum 1 or 2 marks of questions you will get new scheme. Old scheme, maybe 2 or 3 marks question. New types, of course, new types old scheme, you might get question on this. Okay. Section 8, I think. Composite and mixed supply. Okay. Composite supply. Composite supply means 2 or more supplies or combination of 2 or more supplies which are naturally bundled, and one of them supply will be the principal supply. That is called as composite supply. What is composite supply? Composite supply means 2 or more supplies which are naturally bundled, and one among them is the principal supply. Are you guys understood anything from this? Without example, can you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no? Yes, no, or what?
Not really, sir. Not really.
Not really. Okay. Have you guys gone to hotels, no?
Yes, sir.
When you go to hotel, what you will do?
We order food.
Food. Which food?
If it's buffet or a la carte, depends.
Name it.
North Indian food.
North Indian means what? Thali?
Yeah, thali.
Thali? Huh. In thali, will it give all the things together, or you will order to separately?
Everything together.
How many dishes may be there in thali?
Maybe some 8 or 9
Eight
with
or
the
eight.
chapati, roti, sabzi,
chapati,
rice, everything.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it naturally bundled? Naturally bundled means when you ask thali, it
Yes,
will be
sir.
given. It will be given in combination of all these things.
Yes, sir.
That is called as naturally bundled. Will you order water or whatever the water they give you drink?
We'll order water.
Water, mineral water, cold,
Yes.
warm, like that we order.
Yeah.
Will it be given along with the thali? Everyone who orders thali, the water, Bisleri or Kindle?
No, sir. It's like one bottle for the whole table mostly.
Until and unless you order, they will not give.
Yeah.
That is called as mixed supply.
Okay.
I will give 5 to 6 examples. Okay, this is the one example. Which one? Thali. Have you guys gone to hotel and ate masala dosa?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Will you give dosa, palya, chutney, or will you say only masala dosa?
Masala dosa and you get everything.
Everything. Is it naturally bundled in that?
Yes, sir.
Bundled means what? It comes within that dish. Okay, that is called as composite supply. Have you guys have mobile phones?
Yes, sir.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, will you go to shop? Sir, give me Vivo mobile or Samsung or iPhone. Give me the charger, give me the earphone, give me the SD card, everything you will ask. Sorry, SD card may not be there. You will ask charger, earphone, mobile phone separately, or you will get it in the box.
So except iPhone, you get everything in the box.
Leave the iPhone.
Okay, you get it in the box.
You will get it in the box. That is naturally bundled composite supply. When you go and buy laptops, will they give charger along with the backpack?
No, sir.
Charger?
Charger, yes. You get
Yes.
the charger along with the laptop, but
Laptop.
not necessarily you get the backpack.
Normally you get. Normally. Instead of discount, what they do, they give it in the back. That is naturally bundled composite supply, laptop and charger. And some softwares are pre-written now in that. MS Office,
Yes, sir.
you will ask them to load the MS Office package. Okay? That is naturally bundled. Have you gone to any showroom to buy clothes, dress?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What will you will go to showroom, you see the dress, you wear it and test. If it is okay to you, you will ask them to pack. Will you ask them to give the dress, I mean the length of the cloth and the thread and the buttons, everything, or it will come naturally in that dress?
It will come naturally, sir.
That is called as composite supply. They will not charge separate rates for button, thread, zip, for all those in cloth, everything. They will charge one price. Which is the principal supply in that?
The cloth,
The dress.
itself. The dress. itself.
Dress. In masala dosa, which is the principal supply?
The dosa itself.
Dosa itself. In thali,
Thali itself.
thali means maybe roti, naan, those things are principal supply. Right? In mobile, which is the principal supply?
Mobile.
In laptop, laptop. Are you guys getting the crux of this?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. If it is naturally bundled, one among them is the principal supply. That is called as composite supply. Okay. Second question they may ask. How the composite, I will just combine the another one also. I will explain the another one later. How the composite and mixed supplies will be taxed. You may get the question on this. Okay, they may ask what is composite supply and mixed supply, how they tax the composite and mixed supply for 4 marks. Okay, composite supply will be taxed at the rate of the principal supply. Rate of the principal supply will be taxed for all the items. Example, whatever we have seen, I'll just coffee, masala dosa, laptop with charger, and mobile. Okay. In coffee, can you tell me the ingredients?
Coffee powder, sugar,
Ah. Can you tell me the masala dosa ingredients?
the batter, then
Batter,
salt,
salt,
the potato, aloo ke de palya, chutney.
aloo.
Yeah.
Just
Chutney also.
we will take this one. Laptop means laptop, charger. Same with the case of mobile charger. Okay. Assume milk is 12% rate. Whatever I am rating 12%, it will be all 12%. Okay. This is 28% sugar, coffee powder 18%. Whatever the rate I have given, that will be all these things. Okay. For our understanding purpose. Now, when you see the hotel bill, please from next onwards you observe, normally hotel will charge 5%, 2.5%, 2.5% they will charge whatever the bill you get. Just check once. Okay. Now the question comes, which rate to be applied if you buy coffee? If you buy masala dosa, which rate to be applied? Is it 18, 28 or 12? If you buy laptop with charger, you need to apply which rate? If you buy mobile, which rate you need to apply becomes the question. Because it all varies different. This can be sold separately also. Hence, the rate will be different for that. But in case of composite supply, the rate will be applicable to the item of supply will be the principal supply rate. Principal supply rate means here it is 12. This rate will be applicable to coffee, for masala dosa 12%, laptop 12%, mobile also 12%. Are you guys understanding the point?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Hotel accommodation with breakfast complimentary.
Sir, I have a doubt here.
Yeah.
Sir, if suppose a batter is wrapped in a sealed cover, then it is 1% category. If suppose in local areas it is not in a sealed cover or in a branded name, so if they are sent in a carry bag or some other way, whether it is comes under 12%, sir?
Here I am not here to do the consulting, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Don't get me wrong. See, the thing is, I am explaining. It is not the correct rate also. It may not be correct rate also. What I meant is, if there are two or more items combining together and they are selling it as one item, if the rate of those combination having the different rates, which rate to be applied for the supply we are discussing. In some villages, some other sites, butter is getting at 25 rupees per liter or per packet. In cities, it will be 70 rupees. I'm not here to discuss all those things, man. Sorry for that. Okay. See. Here, hotel accommodation with breakfast complimentary. Have you guys heard this, or you could have experienced this one also? I mean, yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you go and buy the breakfast rate will be 18%. Accommodation rate may be 28%. Assume which rate will be applied with for the both. Assume the bill comes. Example, bills comes 12,000 consolidated bill. That means excluding tax rate, the bill is 12,000. In that 12,000, 9,000 is accommodation, 3,000 is for breakfast. Had the breakfast you have taken separately, not availing the complimentary, you could have got the breakfast bill of 3,000, 9,000 for the accommodation. But they are giving the breakfast complimentary. They are charging entire thing at rupees 12,000. Which rate will be applied? The question comes. First, you have to test whether it is a composite supply or not. It is a composite supply. Normally, the hotel will devise such a plan to attract the customers to provide complimentary breakfast, some gaming. Those things will be offered, free internet. Everything will be there now. But for the some rate, that rate which is the principal supply in this hotel accommodation, is it the breakfast or the accommodation? Accommodation. Hence, whatever the accommodation rate will be there, you have to apply for that. It need not necessarily be accommodation should be high or less. Whatever is the principal supply rate, that should be applied. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is about composite supply. Mix supply. Next one. Mix. Mix supply is the supply of two or more items or two or more supply which is not naturally bundled. What is that? Which is not naturally bundled, but they are selling it as a one item. That is called as mix supply. Mix supply means not naturally bundled. Composite supply, naturally bundled. Okay, we will take one or two examples. Have you guys gone to street shops?
Yes, sir.
In Deepavali, Dasra, all they pack shoe sweets in one and they sell. Have you guys seen this one now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Assume that laddu, bundi, what are all the barfi? Three I will take. These three, they will mix 28%, 6%, 12%. Assume. Right. And they sell this one pack to you and they charged 6%. Assume they are planning to charge 6%. They are planning to charge at 6%. Okay, I will come back to these things. I will take another example. Dry fruits. Have you guys seen dry fruits, right?
Yes, sir.
They mix almond, raisins, What else? Whatever it is. Okay. Next, what could be the any other example?
Makeup products.
Makeup items. I don't know. Hence, I will remain neutral. Okay. Good morning, kit. A brush, towel, soap, and shampoo. And they combine all these things and sell it as good morning kit. Okay. In this case, in case of mixed supply, this supply may not be principal supply. Okay, all these things can be sold individually. Can they sold individually also? No, barfi, bundi, laddu also.
Yes.
Almond, raisins, badam can be sold individually.
Yes, sir.
Brush, towel, soap, shampoo can be sold individually, but they are combining together and in a single packet they are selling, which is not naturally bundled. In this case, the rate of the supply which attracts the highest one. Which one? Highest rate will be applied on all the supply of the goods in that packet. Though bundi is 6%, but it will attract 28%. Barfi 12%. Please don't ask me, sir, milk products are exempt. I am not here to discuss. Just I am giving the examples. Okay. All these things will attract the highest rate of the tax applicable to that supply. In case of composite supply, which rate?
Principal supply.
Principal supply. Here, which rate?
The highest rate.
Highest rate. Remember, you get question on this. Okay. See, this is principal supply. Features: 2 or more, naturally bundled, a single price is charged. One of the supplies within the package is identifiable as principal supply. These 4 conditions should satisfy. Okay, examples: television sets, antenna they give, accommodation facility with breakfast, naturally bundled, laptop along with bags. Okay. Next, mixed supply. Mixed supply means 2 or more individual supplies of goods or services or any combination thereof made in conjunction with each other by a taxable person for a single price, where such supply does not constitute as composite supply. Composite supply means naturally bundled. 2 or more taxable supplies, they are deliberately bundled intentionally. Intention is deliberate. Single price is charged. There was also single price. None of the supplies within the package identifiable as principal supply. Here, can you say which is the principal supply here? Laddu, bundi, barfi. Which is the principal supply?
Yes.
All 3. In dry fruits, which is the principal supply?
Dry fruit, all 3.
All 3.
All.
Here, brush, towel, soap, shampoo.
All 3.
All 3. In makeup kit, lipstick, eyeliner, and kajal, some cheek rose, something is there, no?
Yes,
which
sir,
is
all of
principal
them.
supply. All of them. Whereas here, butter is the principal supply. Milk, coffee is the principal supply. Laptop with charger, laptop is the principal supply. Mobile is the principal supply. Here it is naturally bundled. No, without milk can you make coffee? Don't tell yes. Black coffee is there, I know, but in general, can the coffee made without milk? No. Can the coffee be made without sugar? Don't tell that sugarless coffee is available. Yes, but sugar is also essential one. Can you make coffee without coffee powder? No. Hence, it is naturally bundled. It is artificial bundled. Okay. They discussed the definitions. Plenty of example we can give. You have to test, okay, all these things. Another example, when you go to printing, to print any notes, whatever the notes I sent, when you go to print, you give your pen drive, soft copy you will give, and you will get the print. While printing, what are all the supply that the printing press will give it to you? Computer center. What are all the things he will do? What are all the supply he will do? Paper, ink. Sorry? Paper, ink. Paper and ink. Ink. And also stapler. Like that he gave. Now tell me, which is the principal supply?
Printing.
Printing. But he supplies the paper also along with that.
Yes, sir.
Will he charge printing 58 rupees, 58 paisa? Paper 40 paisa? 2 or 3 paisa for pin? Like that he will give? Or he will give 1 rupee per sheet?
1 rupee per sheet.
Is it naturally bundled, all these three?
Yes, sir.
That is composite supply. Are you guys understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You guys are excellent.
So what's the significance of case laws when we are writing answers? That's also very important, right?
Yes. But you cannot understand the. I am not taking any credit from any lawyers over here. But the thing is, it is not that easy to understand the cases. Why? Because we never put our effort in understanding the case laws. Okay, and my sincere advice to you guys, if at all, if you guys read all those things and cover the syllabus within very short time, if you find the time, please go through case law. The few questions will be framed on case laws. Few questions will be framed on case laws. You have to be little careful. But it is not that easy to remember case laws because thousands of case laws will be there. Which one they may give, we cannot say. But one thing I am missing, they haven't discussed the tax rate. Have you guys seen that?